Good evening. I call this video, Why Do You Speak to People Who Disagree with You? Several weeks ago, I was talking to a friend and he said, Han, you're a masochist. And I laughed at his description of me and asked for clarification. He said, you continue to sit down and listen to people who disagree with you. Why do you do that? Well, first of all, I said, I'm a family physician, and so I'm used to people not agreeing with me. And secondly, I'm married to a woman of Irish descent, and if you've ever tried to argue with such a woman, you would understand the meaning of the phrase, an exercise in futility. But more seriously, there are two reasons why I speak to people who disagree with me. First is that I now have the opportunity to explicitly state in great detail my views on a subject, and that way no one can then misrepresent my point of view. Secondly, I now have the opportunity to listen to people who are as smart or smarter than me, and I may just learn something. In fact, they may very well convince me to change my point of view. I'm a realist. I'm a physician. I recognize that the bias that people have towards me as a Democrat can be very intense and prevent them from listening carefully to me. But I believe that if people listen carefully, understand where I come from, hear my values, listen to why I believe what I believe, they will stop thinking of me as a Democrat, but rather will ask this question: is he a man who shares my values? Is he someone who, when he sits down at the table of decision makers, gives thoughtful, careful advice? And finally, is this someone who would represent my interests well? And if they answer yes to those questions, they'll vote for me. Thank you again for your evening of time.